Kerala will have to stifle that creativity tonight if they want to come away with all 3 points. Diamantakos and Sahal, who is equaling the record number of appearances for Kerala tonight, 76, as he looks to become a star in yellow for his team this evening. Purbalachempa there, keeping his place in goal for Mumbai. Kerala will have to stifle that creativity tonight if they want to come away with all 3 points. Haven't managed to hold on to the lead, having lost the last two. Be interesting to see how they respond after that heavy defeat to ATK tonight. 76 last time as he looks to become Perkasta is our match referee tonight. It's his first game of the season. His last was a thrilling 4-4 draw between Kerala and FC Goa for Mumbai. Pereira Kerala will have to stifle that creativity tonight. They want to come away 3 games so far, just haven't managed to hold on to the lead between these two sides. Be interesting to see how they respond after that heavy defeat to ATK tonight. 76 last time as he looks to become his opposite number in yellow. Referee tonight, it's his first game of the season. A portion recently with injury, of course, but back in the starting lineup between Kerala and FC Goa for Mumbai. Pereira Kerala will have to stifle that creativity tonight. They want to come away 3 games so far, just haven't managed to hold on to the lead between these two sides. Be interesting to see how they respond after that heavy defeat to ATK tonight. 76 last time as he looks to become his opposite number in yellow. Referee tonight, it's his first game of the season. Portion recently with injury, of course, but back in the starting lineup between Kerala and FC Goa for Mumbai. Pereira Kerala will have to stifle that creativity tonight. They want to come away 3 games so far, just haven't managed to hold on to the lead between these two sides. The interesting to see how they respond after that heavy defeat to ATK tonight. 76 4-4-2 as he looks to become his opposite number in yellow. It's his first game of the season. Portion recently with injury, of course, but back in the starting lineup between FC Goa for Mumbai. Kerala will have to stifle that creativity tonight. They want to come away 3 games so far, just haven't managed to hold on to the lead between these two sides. The interesting to see how they respond after that heavy defeat to ATK formation 76 4-4-2 as he looks to become his opposite number in yellow. It's his first game of the season. Portion recently with injury, of course, but back in the starting lineup between by Sanjeev Stalin.
Yeah, that's the pace we talk about with Rahul KP. Very clever again when the ball comes into him. Just drawing a foul early on.
Now Rahul KP, who was part of that under-17 squad in 2017, went on to play for Indian Arrows, had much of the squad on that occasion. Leskovic. Talk about the atmosphere here, Darren, and the fact that people say it's intimidating to come, but when you actually look at Kerala's record in this stadium, it's not what you'd expect. That's a poor ball into the middle. Here's Diamantakos trying to get in round behind. Nice ball across. Away by Mehtab, who was the hero of the match last time out. Lacking a little bit of just power on that cross, really, from Diamantakos.
Yeah, a long ball going forward then. Not the best header going back from Rahul Beke, but Diamantakos quick to latch onto that. You can see straight away he's trying to play that across the first post. Was looking at Sahal to make that forward run, but that's threatening from Kerala Blasters. Good start.
We'll come back to that Kerala Blasters record in just a moment. It's Adrian Luna to take the corner, aim towards the near post. Comfortable header away for Greg Stewart. Didn't miss out the first man. It'll be a Mumbai throw. Yeah, just on that Kerala record, 53 times they've played here prior to tonight. They've only won 19 and lost 20. So despite the fact it's an intimidating atmosphere, it sometimes can be intimidating for the home players as well.
Definitely. We talk about fans back at the stadium, right? It can be a double-edged sword at times. When you're doing well, the fans are backing you up behind you. But when things are not going your way, you can hear the moans from the fans. So it's important in games like these to have a great start. The first 10-15 minutes are so crucial.
Of course, let's not forget, after 2 years in the bubble, there are some young players in this league this season that will be playing in front of crowds like this for the first time in their careers. Gessel, good ball across. Rahul KP was arriving from deep, flipped away by Stalin. Here's Bipin. Mohammad Kabra, who scored the only goal against Odisha last time out, a rare goal for him. It wasn't to be, as they lost 2-1. They were beaten 5-2, of course, by ATK Mohun Bagan. It's given away again to Bipin. Won't keep that one in play, though. Just goes out.
Just a poor ball coming in from Victor Mongill. He's looking for Kabra, but not enough of weight on that pass.
Mumbai were unbeaten last season whenever Bipin was on the score sheet. 4 wins and a draw. Late challenge on a Poya. Referee allows play to continue. All over the top again for Bipin. Prabhakar Gill was a little bit out of position. Pereira Diaz
from Victor Mongill.
Nicely played
He's
through.
For Kabra, but not enough
his way through to Stewart. It's a Poya. Just fired over the top. He's claiming a defection. Mumbai were unbeaten last season whenever Bipin was on the score sheet.
He's getting a lot more forward, Apuya, right now. Again, the threat from the wings. We talk about Bipin with a clever pass to Pereira Diaz, but such an important interception coming in from the captain, Jessel. Not the best effort though from Apuya.
All over the top again for Bipin. Prabhakar Gill was a little bit out of position. Pereira Diaz
leaning back while he takes that shot.
Well, his only Hero ASL goal so far came for North East United against Kerala, a stunning effort at the Tilak Maidan a couple of seasons ago. Here's Jahu. Effortless in midfield, Ahmed Jahu.
The Kerala Blasters right now just trying to stay compact, pressing at the right moment, and making sure players like Jahu don't get on the ball quickly. You can see Jeekson closing him down as soon as he receives the ball.
Good history between these two. Of course, they are both founder members of the Hero Indian Super League. 16 times they've played previously, and Mumbai have recorded 2 of their biggest ever wins in this competition over Kerala. 6-1 in 2018. Madhu Sugu, who we mentioned earlier on, scored a hat-trick, and then 5-0 in 2016 when Diego Forlan scored a hat-trick for Mumbai. Pereira Diaz challenges. Prabhakar Gill plucks the ball out of the air.
Again, they're using the width. Mumbai City FC this time. Chante with a beautiful cross using his right foot. Tends to generally cut back on his left and whip it in. He's somebody who's been in great form, Changte, especially in the Durand Cup. It's so important you translate that form into the league as well. Somebody with so much of quality. For me, he's somebody, Mark, who can score 10 goals a season because he gets in those positions as well. It's just that final product which needs to get better.
Well, KP, volume levels raised inside the stadium, but again, just a little bit of indecision with the cross. It was too far ahead of Sahal and Adrian Luna, and goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, right, never look convincing again. He's getting the better of Sanjeev Stalin on a couple of occasions. He's got his head up looking for the men to make that run inside the box, but the quality of the delivery is not good enough.
Well, those two will know each other well, of course. Sanjeev Stalin played for Kerala last season. They would have trained together on a number of occasions, and will know all about Raul KP. Could only manage 8 games last season for the Blasters, Stalin, before moving on to the Islanders. Good persistence in midfield then. This is Bipin. Surrounded by yellow shirts, blocked by Mungil. Raul KP.
And straight away see that transition from attack to defense from Kerala Blasters looks a lot more better. They're getting men behind the ball, putting in those challenges as well, and that's going to be important tonight if they have to stop players like Changte, especially with that pace.
Those 10 goal contributions in the Durand Cup showing why Mumbai opted to sign him from Chennai. Formerly with the Delhi Dynamos, of course, earlier on in his career as well. Even Vukomanovic, who was a defender or defensive midfielder in his playing days, guided the Blasters to the top of the table for the first time in 8 years last season, helping them onto a 10-match unbeaten run on their way to the final. And of course it was against Mumbai, the victory at the start of the season last season, that really turned their fortunes around and sort of almost started Mumbai going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, they were in a similar position last season as well. That win against Mumbai just changed their fortunes.
Here's Stewart. Herrera Diaz just pulls out wide. Changte goes to the middle. Stewart making himself available. So unpredictable when he's on the ball, Greg Stewart. Herrera Diaz again, against his former club as well, of course. Won that partnership last season with Alvaro Vasquez.
Mumbai look a lot stronger, I would say, with Herrera Diaz up front. They've got somebody who can make those runs in behind the defenders. I've seen Greg Stewart play that false 9 position, and that doesn't really work for him. There's the pressure we're talking about as soon as Jahu gets the ball.
Good pressing this in the early stages from Mumbai. You know they've got so much creativity in this starting 11. Stalin. Mehtab. Austin Griffiths, one of the new additions in the summer from... Well, he hails from Australia. He was actually born in Stoke-on-Trent in England. Won the league twice with Melbourne City and once with Central Coast Mariners for a successful Australian campaign.
Him and Mehtab have formed a pretty solid partnership at the back. You're keeping someone like a Murtada Fall out of the team, that takes a lot.
Stewart. Just as we thought with Greg Stewart, he has been given that licence just to roam around behind the front two, or the front three rather. Raul Beke's ball in, wins his side a corner. Didn't quite have the elevation to miss out the first defender, but it keeps the pressure on for Mumbai.
Again, clever work there, the overlap coming in from Rahul Beke. But the cross well dealt with, should get a little more air on that. Look for the run of Herrera Diaz. Nevertheless, it's another corner, another opportunity for Mumbai to put the pressure on Kerala Blasters.
Involved in that thrilling opening game of the season, of course, Mumbai, when they drew 3-3 with Hyderabad. Nodded away by Diamantakos. As they beat Odisha in their second game, which is looking like quite an impressive result now, bearing in mind Odisha currently sit top of the table after their victory over Bengaluru last night. It's offside against Changte, who's less than impressed with the official on the far side.
You just mentioned that Odisha game, and Odisha are on the bad side this season. They're playing some great football. You look at that challenge again, just that trailing arm of Griffiths.
Jahu. Stalin. Griffiths.
It looks like just a patient build-up for Mumbai, something you've watched them do time and again. They just wait for that right moment, play the ball forward.
Jahu just trying to squeeze that one down the line. Didn't quite hit its target, but it is still with the team in blue. Greg Stewart. Now Bipin just pulls Cabra out towards him. Bipin goes on the decoy run. Stewart back inside to Apuya. Moving the ball around nicely. Mumbai, Changte. Like he's got an eye for goal tonight, but not hitting the target as yet.
Yeah, that's a good opportunity for Changte. Clearly looks disappointed. Does well to cut back on his left foot, and you know he's trying to just curl it past the goalkeeper. Had another option though. Rahul Beke did make that overlap as well.
Not seen too much of Kerala attacking sense as yet. They did have that early corner which was comfortably defended. This is Diamantakos. Sahal racing to get through the middle. Did score in both games against Mumbai last season, Sahal. He's equalled Sandesh Jingen's record of 76 appearances with tonight's appearance for Kerala.
He's another player with so much of quality, got so much to offer. Just has to work on his consistency. And Mumbai look good defensively. When they're without the ball, they're forcing Kerala Blasters to play the ball forward, play those long balls down the channels where they got Diamantakos chasing the ball down.
You saw the amount of possession that Mumbai have had in the opening 13 minutes here. Very, very dominant, but they haven't managed to make the breakthrough as yet. Seeing in the build-up that one or two of the players talking and saying Kerala, as we said, only created a handful of chances in their last match, just the 3 shots in their last game, but they had 3 shots and scored 3 goals. They win the game.
Yeah, it's all about being clinical in front of goal.
Is Bipin, a little bit of space for him. But once again trying to block the cross, which he does to good effect. Solid character, Harmanjot Cabra. ...125 appearances in the Hero ISL now for Cabra, and just the 2 goals. One of them coming a couple of games ago, in the last game, in fact.
Hey, looks like one of those players who's getting better with age. Harmanjot Cabra still very, very fit.
Tried to let that one run, it didn't quite have enough on it. That's Victor Mongal, who's got more height than distance. Sahal managed to bring the ball under control. Jahu, Sahal. Well, a little bit tight in there for Kerala. They've given possession away again. Stewart. Cabra. Just came off Bipin and took the pace off it nicely for Sahal. Jahu comes across and just guides that one back for Mehtab, who slices his ball out of play, and it goes for Kerala throw.
Mehtab just getting some help from his midfielder there in Jahu. Not the best touch though coming from Sahal. Very disciplined right now, both sides. Not allowing too much of space in between the lines.
Ivan Vukomanovic, who signed that contract extension in April. It's actually the first time Kerala have ever renewed the contract of a coach. Israel KP. Stalin across again. Oh, lovely little bit of skill by Raul KP. Can he back it up with a cross? Not quite. Great skill. That's what the crowd love. Right, Stalin up in knots then. Mehtab. Stalin. That'll be a foul. Clumsy from Kutia. Lovely bit of skill by Raul KP to outfox the fullback.
Yeah, the crowd's really come alive after that skill from Rahul KP. A little surprised Sanjeev Stalin didn't read it. You could see as soon as he turned sideways, you knew he was trying something there.
Turbula Chempa under pressure. They want to get on with this quickly. We do have the multi-ball, so they're trying to get the, or they were trying to take the throw before he got back into his goal. Might have just ridden that out, but promising signs for Kerala that they just maybe starting to ease their way into the game a little bit now. Apuya. Jahu just helps on to Bipin. Jahu again. Apuya. Still going Apuya, nudged in the back by Jeekson. There's no foul, away by Victor Mongil. Now Sahal. Top Indian goal scorer for Kerala last season. Turbula Chempa's a long way out of his goal. Nicely done. Diamantakos didn't react to the fact that, well, Beke was just trying to head that backwards.
A lot of running for Diamantakos in the first 18-odd minutes.
Clumsy challenge from Victor Mongil on Greg Stewart. Already picked up a yellow card this season, Victor Mongil.
But just late on that challenge coming in from Victor Mongil. Clever from Greg Stewart, though. He knows the challenge is coming in, just flicks the ball past him.
He came off the bench in the last match, Victor Mongil, against his former club Odisha. Greg Stewart had an incredible 64 touches in the opposition penalty area last season. He was busy in the box. Scored those 10 goals as well. As you can see, he's already off and running this season. Griffiths header. Just wouldn't sit on the chest of Pereira Diaz, who can only help it behind for a goal kick.
You can see exactly what Mumbai are trying to do. Greg Stewart with that free kick, looking for Royston Griffiths. It's all about the second phase here. Victor Mongil just doing enough to put someone like a Pereira Diaz slightly off.
And let's not forget Greg Stewart scored 6 goals in the Durand Cup as well for his new club. Played 5 games at Rangers under Steven Gerrard in his final game in Scotland before moving to India. As his former coach has just lost his job with Aston Villa, having moved down to England, Steven Gerrard. Raul Beke. Apuya. Lovely ball. Slipped through for Changte. Jessel's just a little bit out of position, just racing back now. Changte goes across, gets the ball across. Pereira Diaz again, didn't quite react. I'm not too sure whether he was going for the shot or the cross there, Changte. Pereira Diaz didn't quite react quick enough.
Yeah, again, Changte, we know that trickery, a quick step over, takes it on his left, but Leskovic just does enough to put him off. Pereira Diaz needs to be alert in that box as well. Slight deflection. Takes it out for a corner kick.
Second corner of the game for Mumbai. Ahmed Jahu will come across to take it. Pereira Diaz, 8 goals in the yellow of the Blasters last season. Still looking for his first for his new club. That's played in low. Comes out to Mehtab, who fires it once again, and he can do no wrong this season. Twice hero of the match already. And he's put himself possibly in line for another tonight. Fired him from just inside the penalty area. Nobody picked him up. And Mehtab has put Mumbai into the lead. And their pressure and their patience has told so far. It's the 50th goal of the current season, scored by an unlikely source, Mehtab.
That's poor defending from Kerala Blasters. Initially, the first corner kick coming in, they've got to deal with that better. But we talk about the second phase time and again. And when that falls to Mehtab, no one's closing him down. But he's absolutely smashed that one in. Great strike with his weaker foot.
Mehtab Singh can celebrate. Mumbai can celebrate a goal, and Kerala find themselves behind once again. The first time they have fallen behind this season. Well, that's one Mumbai fan in amongst all that yellow.
Yeah, Mehtab has got the knack of scoring those goals as well. It's such a luxury to have a defender who can score goals. He's somebody who's playing with a lot of confidence right now. Defensively looking very solid and chipping in with those goals as well.
Well, his last goal came against Goa in a 2-0 win last February. Offside against Pereira Diaz.
This is exactly what the game needed right now. The goal, it's kind of opened it up here. We look at Pereira Diaz just slightly straying offside, playing on the shoulders of the defenders. That's something he does so well. Very intelligent with those runs.
Work to do once again for the Kerala Blasters. Mumbai's last win came in the title-winning season 2 seasons ago, 2-1 at Bambolim, thanks to Adam Lafondra and Bipin, who was on the mark on that occasion. Their only win in Kochi came in the last season before the lockdown, season 2019-20, when Amin Shamiti scored the only goal. They've only won once here in the past. Draw tends to have been the more favourable result for these sides. We went into
തന്നെ മുംബൈ പൂർണ്ണമായി കളി നിയന്ത്രിക്കുകയാണ്. ബ്ലാസ്റ്റേഴ്സ് ഇത് ബ്രേക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ സമയം ഓരോ നിമിഷവും അതിക്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് ഈ ഒരു കൺട്രോൾ, ഈ ഒരു ആധിപത്യം മുംബൈയുടെ അവസാനിപ്പിച്ചെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ തിരികെ മത്സരത്തിന്റെ മൊമെന്റത്തിലേക്ക് വരാൻ സാധിക്കൂ. സോ വീണ്ടും പന്ത് നിയന്ത്രിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയുള്ള പെരേര ഡയസിന്റെ പിടിപ്പത് പണികൾ ധിമിക്കുന്ന ഒരു അവസരം. ലച്ചൻപയുടെ ഔട്ടിംഗ് ഡീസന്റ് ആയി തന്നെ ലച്ചൻപ കുറച്ച് ടാക്ടിക്കലി ആ ഒരു സാഹചര്യം കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യുന്ന കാഴ്ചയാണ്.
തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും, കാരണം അവിടെ ആ പ്രസൻസ് ഓഫ് മൈൻഡ് വളരെ നിർണായകമാണ്. ബോള് ടുവേർഡ്സ് വളരെ സ്ലോ ആയിട്ട് വരുന്നു, അറ്റാക്ക് ചെയ്തൊരു അറ്റാക്കർ വരുന്നു, അതും വളരെ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള പ്ലെയർ, പക്ഷെ വളരെ കൃത്യമായിട്ട് വളരെ കാം ഒരു കീപ്പിംഗ് എന്ന് തന്നെ. കാരണം ഗോൾ കീപ്പറെ സംബന്ധിച്ചോളം വളരെ നിർബന്ധമാണ് ഡിസിഷൻ മേക്കിംഗ്. എക്സലന്റ്.
സോ വീണ്ടും മുംബൈ അവരുടെ തനത് ശൈലിയിൽ തന്നെ കളി മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നു. പെരേര ഡയസ് നൗ, ബിപിൻ വെയിറ്റ്, മറുപുറത്തേക്ക് സ്റ്റുവർട്ട് അടക്കമുള്ളവർ ഷൂട്ടിംഗ് പൊസിഷനിൽ അകത്തേക്ക് കട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ ശ്രമിച്ച് പരാജയപ്പെടുന്ന കാഴ്ച. വിത്ത് ബ്ലാസ്റ്റേഴ്സ് നൗ, ലൂണ ഒരു ഫയർ പവർ കൗണ്ടർ ക്യൂറേറ്റ് ചെയ്തേ മതിയാകൂ കേരള ബ്ലാസ്റ്റേഴ്സ്. ജസൽ കർണേറോ റണ്ണിംഗ്. വീണ്ടും ലൂണയിലേക്ക്. രാഹുൽ പന്ത് ആന്റിസിപ്പേറ്റ് ചെയ്തൊരു റൺ നടത്തുന്നുണ്ട് അവിടെ, പക്ഷെ കുറച്ച് മുന്നിലേക്കായി പോയെന്ന് മാത്രം.
തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും അവിടെ അത് ആ തരത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു പാസ് അല്ല ലൂണയിൽ നിന്ന്. അതാണ് ആ കോച്ചിന്റെ ഇവാന്റെ ആ ഒരു എന്താ പറയാ മിസ്മറിങ്, എന്താ പറയാ, തന്നോട് തന്നെ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന ആ ഒരു സീൻ.
സോ വീണ്ടും അപ്പുയയിലൂടെ മുംബൈയുടെ മറ്റൊരു നീക്കമാണ്. വിപിനെ കണ്ടെത്തുന്നു. സോ അനായാസം മുംബൈക്ക് സാധിക്കുന്നത് കേരള ബ്ലാസ്റ്റേഴ്സിന് ഇതുവരെയും ഈ മത്സരത്തിൽ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. അറ്റാക്കുകളിൽ പ്രകടമായ അനായാസത കാണാം. സ്റ്റുവർട്ട് നൗ, ചാങ്തെ മറ്റൊരു ക്രോസിന് വേണ്ടിയുള്ള കോപ്പുകൂട്ടൽ. ചാങ്തെ പിന്നിലേക്ക്, സ്റ്റുവർട്ട്. സി അഗെയിൻ ഒരുപാട് സമയമെടുക്കുകയാണ്, ഒരുപാട് സമയമെടുത്ത് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്താണ്. ഡിഫ്ലക്റ്റഡ് ആയി വന്ന ഒരു പന്താണ് ഡേഞ്ചർ, പക്ഷേ കൃത്യമായി ഗില്ല് കളക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു.
ഡേഞ്ചറസ് ആണ് അത്. ജെയ്സന്റെ തലയിൽ തട്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഫ്ലിക്ക് വരുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെ അതല്ല പ്രശ്നം. ഓരോ പ്രാവശ്യവും മുംബൈക്ക് ബോൾ കൊടുക്കുന്നു, വീണ്ടും ഡിഫെൻഡ് ചെയ്യും.
gathers cleanly. Because he could have been up against his brother tonight, Gursimrat Gill, who's on the books of Mumbai City, but not featuring tonight, not on the bench for Des Buckingham's team. But we talk about, just going back to that challenge a second ago, we talk about fouls and the way that the referees we know this season have been encouraged to allow play to go on. After the first 15 games this season, as opposed to last season, there's been over 100 less fouls given. So I know that's not many, that's only average of maybe 5 or 6 a game, but it just shows that the referees are trying to allow things to develop a bit more.
Yeah, they are allowing play to go on, which I think is so important. You want the ball to be in motion, and credit to the referees this season as well. The fouls have reduced, and I think they're playing advantage. That's the most important bit, something that the referees have improved on.
KP, the top sprinter, into double figures already in this match. He will be a target for tackles and fouls, as will Greg Stewart on the other side, of course. Diamantakos going cross-field, challenged by Apoya. Stalin's ball sends it cross-field, rather. Is Stewart. But Changte in space, he's onside here, Changte, all about the first touch. It's Changte! It's a brilliant challenge by Victor Mongiel to get back and get that sliding challenge in. Changte just needed to touch that one into his path. He was a little heavy, and it allowed Mongiel to get back and make the challenge. Saved a certain second goal. Here they come again, though. Good challenging back by Changte, making amends. Bipin. Stewart. Apoya. Run into Adrian Luna. Wins it back now. Bipin. Stewart. Looking to get pace on that. Pereira Diaz gets a lucky bounce and slips it beyond Prabhshik and Gill. And fortune favours Mumbai City FC. And Jorge Pereira Diaz, against his former club, scores for Mumbai to put them 2-0 in front. And a real uphill struggle now awaits the Blasters. Goal number 51. It's a first in light blue for Pereira Diaz, but he did get a little lucky on the edge of the area.
Again, that's just poor defending. A couple of opportunities to clear the ball, but Pereira Diaz always alive, goes in for that 50-50 challenge with Leskovic, but he's got to clear that ball. In the end, just shows that composure that we've seen with Pereira Diaz. Just slots it past the keeper, literally just passes that into the goal.
Well, even Vukomanovic will be bitterly disappointed with his defenders once again. Interestingly, that's we mentioned we scored the 50th goal earlier, the quickest the 50th goal's been scored in the history of the Aero-Indian Super League. He's too busy celebrating Pereira Diaz. It was a little bit muted in front of his Salt supporters, because he never got to celebrate in front of a crowd last season, but certainly that will, as a striker, you want to get off the mark and you want to get off and running, and he's done just that and repaid the faith for a start tonight.
As strikers, it's all about goals. You can have a good game, get a couple of assists, but if you're not scoring as a striker, you're never at your best, and Pereira Diaz is off the mark. But how Kerala Blasters going to respond now? They're 2 goals down. Not really creating those chances, not really testing the goalkeeper either.
Well, that's given away again by Leskovic. Actually, the second fastest 50th goal last season was the fastest, 14-17 this year. Here's Adrian Luna. Bodes well for the season. Well, KP rides the challenge from Mohamed Jahu. Lovely ball through, looking for Sahal, who just hesitated slightly. Lachempa makes the save. Sahal keeps things alive. Well, KP goes back across goal, and it goes behind for a goal kick. They've somehow survived there. Mumbai City, even Vukomanovic already in discussions maybe about possible changes, who knows?
Yeah, much better from Kerala Blasters. A beautiful through ball in. You see Lachempa hesitating, Sahal hesitating as well. But they keep that possession in. And when that falls to Rahul KP, that's a difficult technique because he's moving backwards towards goal. Doesn't manage to hit the target, but much better from Kerala Blasters. They need to do a lot more of this now. ...20 defeats
for the Blasters here. Are they heading for number 21?
They have to try and get Luna on the ball. They're just missing that creativity in the middle of the park. That's how important he is to this side, Adrian Luna.
Mumbai came up against a very stubborn Jamshedpur last time out, and had it not been for some good defending, they could well have lost that game. Daniel Chimachukwu had an excellent game for Jamshedpur, but Mehtab, who was the hero then for defending, is the man who's got the opening goal here, added to by Jorge Pereira Diaz a moment or so ago, and even Vukomanovic with work to do. Away by Mehtab. Sahal just bumps into Raul Beke and spins away from two players. Can he show the form that we know he's capable of, Sahal? Bhatia rides a couple of challenges. He's hauled back by Ahmed Jahu, who'll be lucky to escape without a yellow card there. So it was a fairly cynical challenge by Jahu, tug of the shirt to bring down Bhatia, and it is a free kick.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what he's complaining about, but good work from Bhatia. He's crowded out by a couple of defenders, goes past them, and there you see the tug on the jersey. And it's a free kick from great position now for Kerala Blasters. We've got the big man in the box. Leskovic, Victor Mongal. We know Jeekson as well is very threatening.
And we know all about Adrian Luna from free kicks as well. I don't think Jahu did get a yellow card there, so he can maybe think himself a little fortunate. And Luna to test Perbala Chempa, up and over, bounced awkwardly, pushed away by the keeper. Nobody reacted in yellow in front of goal. Cabra. Raul KP. Poya back on defensive duty, just run that out of play. A goal kick. KP's claiming not, but I'm pretty certain that did go over the line by a couple of centimetres. Good defending and good tracking back by Apoya.
We have a look at this free kick again. We know Adrian Luna's got that movement that we talk about. It's always so difficult for goalkeepers, but a strong punch from Lachenpa. Fortunately for him, nobody in yellows following that up. Good save in the end.
Came on for his debut, of course, 2 seasons ago in that penalty shootout with Goa and helped his side to the final. Stewart tries to thread that one through. This is Bipin. Prabhshakan Gill's a long way out of his goal. It's Changte. 4 defenders rather, back behind the ball. Apoya went for the side foot this time, but not for the first time tonight, high over the top. And Prabhshakan Gill just having a slight rush of blood there in coming out of his goal.
Again, just a clever turn from Greg Stewart. They're putting the pressure. The defending has been poor. They're all over the place right now. Kerala Blasters chunked it as well to keep possession, but when he lays that off again, Apoya using that side foot, he's got to just guide that towards goal, hit the target and test the goalkeeper.
Bipin was maybe looking for that one to be played back to him.
Des Buckingham would be thrilled right now. Brilliant start for him. They're 2 goals up. The crowd has gone quiet. He's just nullified the attack of Kerala Blasters at the moment.
Yeah, that other game last season ended up in a 3-0 win for the Blasters at the Fatorda. Alvaro Vasquez, Pereira Diaz and Sahal on the mark on that occasion. Nice ball from Luna back to Raul KP. Back to Luna, who I don't think wanted that back. He was saying that one should have been whipped in towards Diamantakos. And Kerala give a foul away. Another foul on Greg Stewart, who's been in the wars already tonight. It's a free kick to Mumbai.
He's probably one of the most foul players in the league. And again, it's that man Bhatia. The fouls are are just piling up. I'm surprised he's not got a yellow card. He's made 3 or 4 challenges already. Got to go in the referee's books.
He has allowed things to run so far, the referee.
And you look at a couple of the fouls as well he's making. He's not going for the ball, he's going for the man. You know, back of the calf, on the ankle as well.
Yellow card tallies remain the same over the last 2 seasons after 15 matches, up to 40 yellows already. No addition to that tonight. He'd send off Roy Krishna last season as referee. Vidya Tukasya against Odisha. And no surprise that Ahmed Jahu sits at the top of that list. Marko Leskovic, the man who's on the ball now, getting plenty of touches in central defensive position. It's hit too hard for Jessel, goes out for a Mumbai throw. That second goal just knocked Kerala out of their stride a little bit. Their passing's not as crisp as Mumbai, as you can see, and there comes a stage where they're going to probably end up trying too hard.
Yeah, they're just struggling to get the ball out of their own half at the moment.
Jahu. Bit of space here for Greg Stewart. He's got 4 options available, just helps it on the way to Bipin. Stewart gets it back, went for the outside of the foot. Pereira Diaz! Came off the outside of the boot, and he knows he should have done better with that one, having got off the mark already. That could have been curtains for Kerala had he found a way in with that one. Great build-up play again by Mumbai.
Yeah, Mumbai just getting lucky with a couple of deflections. It's always falling to a blue shirt, but again, that technique, we've seen Pereira Diaz, he's good with those side volleys as well. He's disappointed with that attempt, knows he should be doing a lot more better.
And the one thing that stood out for me doing sort of the research for this game was the amount of crosses that Kerala had put in their first 3 matches. They haven't really got into those wide positions as yet to trouble the players in the middle. That came off Sahal. It'll run through to Lachempa, Raul KP and Luna, the 2 wide men, of course, with Diamantakos and Sahal in the centre, but Mumbai have managed to stop them in those full-back positions, getting the ball across.
And Mumbai just defending well right now, so compact, bring pressure on Kerala Blasters as well, not making them play those forward passes at the moment.
Stewart. Lovely ball. Changte looking to nod that foot back for Pereira Diaz. Luna. By Jessel Quinero. Rustin Griffiths.
Again, we see that long ball from Kerala Blasters. It's just not working out for them. And as soon as Mumbai get the ball, they look for Greg Stewart. He's always in those positions. He's free. He's all over the pitch. He's got that free roll. And the desk backing him. There, he's on the ball again. And how do you stop this man, Mark? At times, it's so difficult.
Into double figures for goals and assists last season, of course. Greg Stewart, one of the reasons that Mumbai splashed the cash to take him to the Mumbai Football Arena. To corner. They need to try and get back into this before half-time, Kerala. It would put a different slant on even Vukomanovic's half-time team talk, but Mumbai's so difficult to break down.
Yeah, they're struggling with open play at the moment, not creating enough. It's set pieces where they need to try and make it count.
Putia with the in-swinging corner. Leskovic and Mongil are both forward. Better delivery, but it's a good header. Changte trying to find Bipin. Adrian Luna was there. Read the danger, keeps the ball in play as well. Jessel. Helped on by Victor Mongil, who'd stayed forward. Raul Beke doesn't get it clear. Leskovic heads across. Nobody in the middle, though. And easy for Perbala Chempa, who will try and get Mumbai going forward with a big kick, but he's gone all the way through to his opposite number at the other end. Just too much on that for the goalkeeper.
You can see Kerala as well going long. And not really a side who are used to playing those long balls, hoofing it forward. They are struggling at the moment to keep the ball on the floor. There's no outlet. Sahal's not getting on the ball enough. Luna's not getting on the ball enough.
Has got Ivan Kuliusny on the bench, of course, the Ukrainian who has scored 3 times already. And Vukomanovic is Chang Tae. Final minute of the first half in Kochi. Raul KP just pulling Metab out wide, still got the shot away. Perbala Chempa pushes it wide. The angle was always favouring the goalkeeper, but it's better from the Blasters, finding space. And he's shown that he is a danger man if you could get the ball to him. Lovely ball through by Diamantakos.
Yeah, that's a great ball forward from Diamantakos. I think that first touch took it slightly away from goal. It's always difficult to beat the keeper from that angle, but still manages to get a shot and force the keeper to make a save. Did look like it was slightly going off target.
And the Chempa taking no chances, though. Another corner. It'll be Adrian Luna territory this time from that far side. In swinger once again. 3 corners they haven't capitalised yet. What can they do here? Kicked away. Just enough on that. Just a minute to be added at the end of the first half.
There's some pressure coming in from Kerala Blasters towards the end. Cabra's got a long throw, should probably try and get it into the box.
Bhutia quite get there to get the shot in, chipped in by Jessel. Metab's header away, helped on by Chang Tae and on by Pereira Diaz. Stewart tried to release it first time, cut out by Victor Mongil. Bhutia. Nice turn, just nudged off the ball by Ahmed Jahu. He's not convinced, but it looked like a foul. One last chance maybe for Kerala before the break.
Yeah, Jahu's one of those players who's never convinced when the foul goes against him.
Have to be quick, Kerala. Luna, Raul KP, Luna. Bhutia. Jessel finally gets the ball into the box. It'll be headed away by Metab. And it comes to nothing for the Blasters. Metab put Mumbai ahead when a corner wasn't cleared. Reacted quickest on the edge of the area to fire in a second Hero Indian Super League goal. There's Buckingham side controlled the possession in that first half, and they added a second goal. Jorge Pereira Diaz got his first goal for his new club against his old club. It means that Mumbai lead here at half-time. It's the Kerala Blasters 0, Mumbai City FC 2.